a pretty garb you have on.
Pretty garb. What a great robe you've got. It's got very few broken pieces of cloth to it. Let's do compliment. Oh, we've changed our lover apparently. Oh no, don't pick from the world. Let's do that. Ooh, our progress meter is pretty rough. Ooh, this is a pretty gross part of the city. Can we? I guess we can't do anything to this. It's just like it's just there.
Your skin is so smooth.
Your skin is so smooth.
I envy you.
Oh come on, Bog. You guys are killing me. I'm a pretty gentle, you know, like I mean,
clicking.
we've got some decent charisma, right? Okay, maybe not. Is there something that tells us, hey, we've got really high fertility? That's legit. What about I don't know, our romance? Excellent genes? Better attributes and aptitudes, positively influenced by level, intelligence, and strength. That's really crazy. So if you grind up your intelligence, strength, and as your character gets older, you have, what, better chance of having good genes? Fascinating. What about, we have like a more rating or anything? No, not quite. All right, so we're just going to stick to this game here for a minute. Who's next? I'm sure I should stop changing them, but I really... Oh, let's go back to Mika. No. Mika's a noble.
Certainly.
It's going to be much harder for us to... Oh, she's level 10. Yeah, that's not going to happen. It's going to be a lot harder for us to court someone who's
just poured myself a beaker of wine.
A noble than it is a commoner, right? Because we're a commoner. Oh, we're a serf. Shoot, do we have to upgrade our title before we can do any of this? Commoner. Let's go ahead and claim this title. We should have enough money to keep our business afloat for a while because it's pretty self-sufficient. So let's go ahead and claim the commoner title. Before in the game, you'd have to go to the city center and apply for a new title. And then the next day, if they approved, I think you actually, as long as you paid the money for the bribe. Oh my gosh, that is insanely loud. I will never click on the cathedral ever again. Okay, so now we're a commoner. We instantly got that. We don't have to wait the delay like normal. So let's try this again. Commoner here. This is Iwa. Iwa, that's a beautiful short name that I could pronounce. Let's marry Iwa. Don't call Iwa a potato.
I am pretty hungry right now.
Damn, you are having a rough time, buddy. Wait, is this temporary charisma? Or are we permanently down on charisma? Embark on a romance. So while it's in cooldown and we failed, maybe it's -1 for a minute to prevent you from having to just spam it. That makes sense. What else can we do here? End the liaison. Yeah, she's let's end this. We are not having a good time of it. Yeah, I break up with you. Success! What else can we do? Let's see, there's the market here. Do we have any kind of like a town hall building? Well, I could press space and find out. There's a turnery. I don't kind of see like a big... Oh, City Hall right in front of me. Great, this is where I was doing all of my pickups at, right in front of City Hall. That's where I like to go to find my love. Some of you like to go to the market. Some of you like to go to Walmart. I prefer the City Hall. Oh my gosh, I did it again. I totally said I wouldn't do it again. So apparently all we can do when we're here is just straight up look at the city records. Now, sometimes you'll get more items and more things you can do in your action bar down here, but apparently there's not a whole lot we can do once we're in the city records. So there used to be a way for you to charge someone with an assault or something like that with a crime. Oh my god. Please stop.
Certainly.
Let's go into the cathedral. Does this make bells too? Oh, we can adopt an orphan. Can I just donate?
Not now, please. I'm a bit busy right now.
I just wanted to. I don't want to buy an indulgence. I just want to donate. I'm a man of faith. Ish. As long as it gets me, as long as it gets me some notice and some influence, I'm a man of faith. What other types of things can we do here? We could probably start boasting about ourselves. Can we do? Oh, donate to the church. So if we donate 200 gold, we didn't have this option a minute ago. Maybe this came up when we became a, what do you call it? A commoner. Maybe that was a new option we have now. Let's go ahead and bribe about our exploits right here on this street corner. This seems pretty busy right now, except everyone's moving. Hang on, where are they all going to? Let's do it right here. Let's do it right here. We're going to bribe about ourselves right in this intersection. And I don't know what this does, but sometimes if you have a success, you'll see, I think you'll get like a, whatever you just got above someone's head. So if we get influence, for example, we'll see an uptake in influence. So far, no one is interested in listening to how awesome we are. That's pretty rough, but it's okay. Thendu can take... Oh.
Bravo!
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Look at all of you guys recognize how awesome we are. I mean, we are stopping the show right now. We're so awesome. What about this guy in armor? The Dungeon Master?
Good to know.
Well, it'd probably be pretty good to make the Dungeon Master happy. I haven't seen a change in any influence yet. Let's speed things up and see how it happens at the end of it. I hear someone getting the crap beat out of them behind us.
That's what we want to hear.
I think they stay here until you're done. No, don't leave. Don't leave. Heavy thunderstorm has begun in the region. Yep. We see that. I think maybe the action has to complete before you get any type of reward. This guy's also doing the same thing. Are they fighting? Oh, these two are fighting each other. Minka? Is that our love? The level 10 Minka? Yep. Oh, she just got the crap beat out of her. That's rough. So our exploits action is almost done. Let's see if a bunch of symbols appear like we've just gathered. Remember, we're at 136 influence. We'll see if that changes. Just speed this back up one more time. Times 4 is the fastest we can go, it seems like. $136, and nice. We got +1 relations with the harbor in general, 14 influence, and 84 experience. I don't know what +1 harbor means. Maybe that just means, is there a harbor district? I think there was. I didn't know we could actually get... Oh, we are in the harbor. Okay, so does this mean that we're just in this general area, people like us a smidge more? Interesting. It says 0, so maybe they didn't like us before. Well, curious. We'll experiment with that a little bit more down the road. What else can we do with Thendu right now? Our debuff is done. Let's try to court someone one more time. I won't do it a ton if it's going to be difficult on us. Iwa, that's a citizen. Commoner. Let's do Cat. We'll do Cat here. Katawaja. Cat. We'll call you Cat. Great. We have a success. We've started courting once again. Let's go ahead and just try to compliment someone. I would love to just get a compliment through, please. Can we just be, you know, like, you have nice shoes? Wonderful. All right, so we are starting to get somewhere with Cat. Cat might be our winner. Ooh, we jumped up quite a bit. Okay, let's try to do sweet talk. You are alone with your romance. Can I do a you know, embark on a liaison might be not great. Can I just present them from a gift? Small bag of money. That seems a bit crass. Let's try to compliment her one more time. Let's see if abusing that will get punished by us. Awesome, we got another 30. Oh, we're almost there. Oh my gosh, are we gonna get married in the next minute? I'm excited. Let's do
yes.
Can I do a kiss? Let's do a kiss. Let's step it up a notch, guys. Oh, don't screw it up. Okay.
You will be so proud of me.
I will be so proud of you. Let's go ahead and do a kiss with Cat. I've never been so excited to kiss a person. You just like smack her. Look like you backhanded her. Hey, 16. Does that mean we're max now? Let's pause the game real quick. Let's see, we've got embark on a romance. Oh shoot, we don't want to do that because we're on a romance. We could do propose marriage. She's all the way maxed almost. Can I just do that now?
Certainly.
If this goes down, I'm gonna be so pissed. I might have to have a ring. I'm not really sure.
Life will only be complete with you by my side. Not now, please.
Yay!
To stand here today in the presence of God to witness the joining of these two great houses in holy matrimony.
Everyone said it was a whirlwind marriage. They said it was too short, it was too soon, but they don't know what love is. They can't hold the love back between Thendu and Cat.
Righteousness for us all.
I like how the chapel's full of our friends, air quote. Do we get her monies?
I am, can't help right now.
Okay.
Anything wrong?
Hey, we got a new person. Okay, let's pause the game for a second. What do we get? I mean, other than eternal love, what do we get out of this shindig? So, can we try for the babies right off the bat? Favor with the person. Okay, do you have like a family option? Business. Drive your workers. Is this because she's a higher level? No, not necessarily. Go to sleep. Should you be injured or ill, then this will ensure a slightly faster recovery. Maybe we can only do this at a certain time of day. That'd be a bit new. Let's go ahead and try to do a romances. Maybe we both have to be in the house. This is how it happened. I think maybe it's how we had it in the old game. So let's find our... Okay, so let's go... No, this is the crude shop. Let's go to the other side of the city. Sorry, the camera's a bit not zoomed out. Let's do up higher. There we go. Okay, so let's bring Thendu home. And let's bring Kat home as well. Oh, she's home. Okay. Speed things up. So it looks like after the marriage, she just immediately warped home. So how do we have the kids? These are the important questions we need to ask ourselves. How to make the babies. Okay, so they're both in the house. Well, what kind of fancy options do we have here? Urgent? Is it under urgent? No, not quite. Oh, hey, produce offspring. Like, it's literally a click. I wonder if it's just going to pop out because we're we're in early access. It's just going to be like, and it's out. It's good. Does this take some time? It takes a moment. I guess she's not participating. She's just idle. I'm not going to go into detail of what I think's happening inside. We'll just let it... We'll let romance take its natural course here. Someone is expecting a baby. Wonderful. So Thendu is now going to be a proud father, and Kat is going to be a proud mother. I guess I'll have her chill out. I don't think I need to have her out and about if she's expecting. Although I would like to see what her stats are, so eventually we can use her... oh, she's got really high charisma. Oh, +5 because she is recently pregnant. Okay, so you get a buff when you have a child. That's interesting. I wonder if you could use that as a negotiation strategy. Like, before you send someone into an important event, you make sure that they're knocked up first. Alright, let's get Thendu. Sorry, Thendu. Let's get Thendu back to... the job place. So he's on his way. Kat is going to stay home and chill out for a bit. Let's see how we're doing in terms of production. Let's look at the stats of the building, and now we are 400 gold in the green. So we are making a profit, and you can see here that we've been doing kind of a steady profit. And you can change the years on the filter to say that, okay, so in 1401 we made wow, really? Did we make 1300 profit in 1401? So from 1401 to 1400, what do we do? We only made 199 profit. So lifetime, though, we're up a little bit, but probably the year marker is really what you'd like to compare year to year. So we can start at 1401 and see that we're up 1324 this year, and we're only in autumn. So we're doing pretty good this year. We do have just one producer right now. Oh, you level up again.
What do you want me to build?
Let's go ahead and put down, I guess, more dexterity for you. And for our hauling friend, let's give him more dexterity for that speed bonus. So we could put another worker down, and in fact, I think I want to do that, because we want to start pumping out more and more goods. So we're going to hire an employee. Merrick, welcome to the show. We are going to have you start pumping out. Let's see, has our daggers gone down in price? No. They're still at 25. I mean, I guess we can just mass produce these daggers like crazy. While I'm thinking of that, we have leveled up, or we do have a higher title in commoner, so we could upgrade our handicraft skill, but all that does is give us a carrying bag, but it is a prerequisite for all of these other types of jobs. So I'm guessing if you have to pay an additional 11 in church tithes. Okay, we could do, let's kill all this stuff off the screen. Yeah, I think we're going to have to save up some money, because we need a citizen for this one. Yeoman, citizen, yeoman. So yeoman's the next upgrade. And I probably would prefer to do metalworking rather than anything else. So we could go and grab handicraft, but we'd have to save up enough money to get the yeoman title and to unlock metalworking. So we still have a bit of a time ahead of us. Hang on, what is Kat's profession?
So
That's funny. She is... Can I tell what her thing is? Her background? I don't know. I don't see anything that says what her skill is. Much like we had... You know, we started off as a certain skill. Does it show in here? Everything else is locked, so I'm assuming that your spouse doesn't start with anything. And the only business that we have unlocked is still the crude craftsman hut. We could do an inn, right? Ooh, public house. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, no. cat. Oh, hell
Stop clicking
to the
so hard.
no. Okay. Let's go beat the shit out of someone. Where'd he go? Where'd this guy go? Alright, where are you at? God, I actually lost the pop-up, and now I don't even know who the person was.
Not now, please.
Well, that's mega annoying. Well, I'm gonna get the kid. And then there's gonna be a divorce. I'm sorry, I have to be a single father, but I will not tolerate dishonesty. I think that's very important. You gotta have trust, right? Oh, God. Those polygon lightning strikes. Can't quite see them. I'm zoomed in too far, but we saw one strike right over here. It was a bit rough. I do like to see that the base mechanics are in the game. So again, you know, this is obviously open source, not quite. It's obviously early access, so there's a lot of things that are going to change down the road. Feels like you are You're cheating on me. You're literally having an affair. That's rough, man. They needed to balance that out just a bit. How can I tell the interest level between the two parties here? I don't seem to have... was there like a relations matter? Can I see... Not quite.
I've got bruises everywhere from this constant clicking.
I don't know if you heard that. She said she has bruises everywhere from the constant clicking. Breaking the fourth wall. Too much. Can Thendu work on stuff too?
Of course.
So we can only hire so many people. We can only have 2 AI workers, but we can have our main character continue to work for us. Ooh, I could enable AI controls. I guess that's just going to build whatever the game thinks the most important thing is to build right now. So that might switch off the dagger. Actually, that's probably a good idea, because if we wind up selling something from our storefront, that'll replace it. Let's see what they choose when they finish the item. Okay, so they're going to keep doing daggers, I think, because daggers are just the most popular thing that we can make right now. I also don't think we've seen any sales from our front store. So I'm guessing that's either not in the game right now, or maybe our prices are way too far off, but I don't... Well, I don't know. The purchase cost is 20 at the market, so why would anyone come to our store? So let's say... Let's go negative 5%. Let's do 5% off the market price, and we'll see if that encourages some people to... Let's actually go down about 10%. So we'll say if you come to our store, you get a 10% discount. And we'll see if we actually start selling any of these other items. We actually ran out of items there for a hot minute just because Vladdy didn't quite have enough goods for us to take. We are going through 3 per item here for dagger. So we're going through these pretty quick. Let's actually leave Thendu on autopilot for a minute. Can I try to figure out what's going on in the city? I wonder if I have to... What if I try to build the building now that I'm a commoner? Is it title restricted? Not quite. We still can't put down a building, it seems like. So I'm not sure if that's restricted based on your title, or if you need to have kind of a house inside the city first. So we could, for example, try to buy... You know, it doesn't really matter yet, because it seems like most of our competition is also on the outskirts of the villages. You know what? I feel like the game was zoomed out before earlier. And maybe I lost it somewhere along the way. I could swear that we were much farther zoomed out. Maybe not. Merrick, who works in your employ, has attained a new level. And they've stopped working probably because we ran out of goods again. Is there anything you can do in the house while you're here? Open the building menu. I guess you could work on getting water and making flowers. Bouquet of flowers. So getting water is the only thing you can do at your house, I guess. I don't know if this just flannel means you... It seems like you clean yourself, is what it's telling you, instead of making something that you can sell. Repair the building. We can put our building up for sale. We probably don't want to do that for our house. They're probably going to have a pretty in-depth inside look to it eventually. The old game did have kind of different sections of a building you could look in. Actually, when the workers were inside of your building, like when you clicked on... Thendu, for example, and he was inside of the building, you get a pretty nice inside view, and you'd be able to see the different rooms of the building and see them at work. So I'm sure that'll be added in down the road, and we can look forward to that. You are like straight up building, like bringing back 20 out of 20 each time, so you're pretty loaded up. What's our stats like now? Now that we've got 3 people selling knives, or making knives and selling them. We're at 1402. We're looking at the full year here, 1401. We've made 1900 compared to... Hooray! 1400 compared to 199. I thought we had a different price point. Well, that's probably when we started the game. We also can own 2 businesses now. I think it's based on either your marriage or the fact that we got our level up to commoner. So you can see here that it's telling us that we can have 2 businesses total. Although at this point, I don't think there's a reason to have a duplicate of the same building we have. I suppose we could just, you know, keep grinding out the basic stuff, but I kind of want to save up a little bit of money to get that higher title. Alright, what else is going on? We could speed things up. I still can't quite figure out the city stuff yet. So, for example, there's no one in the town clerk position.
I'm a bit
Unfortunately, you have not yet been... What? Nominated?
I am
approved?
Otherwise engaged.
Oh, I'm really bummed about that. I want to know what we have to do. Maybe we have to make friends with a lot of these people. Oh, this is kind of cool. This is where you can see evidence of other dynasties' deeds. So if you, in the old game, you could basically hire someone to work at your house as a security guard, or from the security guard position, you could have them spy on some of your competition. So you could see when, for example, they were, you know, maybe the person you were spying on was a rogue. And so you would see them actively hurting someone else or something like that. So you could report them and go from there. Who leveled up? Our guy?
Can't help.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do... You know what? Let's do a step of charisma. If we want to try to get into office, that's going to be really important for us to have down the road, right? I'll tell you what. How are we doing in sales? We're at... Now, the price on iron daggers are coming down a bit, but we still have a lot of items to sell. So maybe we should drop down another craftsman hut. And just to keep getting the basic money. Oh, we could... Before I do that, we can upgrade our building. We can get one more worker slot here. And we can get one more transporter slot if we wanted. I think we might need that here in a minute. Can I make Thendu start doing stuff? No, I can't. Not yet. Let's see. Stop Thendu.
Oh, yes,
send him home. No, he actually got the order to go home. No, come back.
Will do. Good.
Alright, let's go ahead and hire ourselves another worker. Renata, welcome. I guess we'll just automate you as well. We'll just say whatever's going on. Oh, they do leave for the evening. Good to know. Good to know. Maybe we should open up another business on... Yeah, no kidding. Oh, that's good. Was it the same person or someone else? I don't... They send you the notice, but I'm not sure if there's actually any mechanical thing you can do at the moment with that. But at this point, I kind of just want... where are you at?
I am...
oh, she's gathering water. That's right. Well, stop it. Just stop it. Can I hire a henchman? Not quite. Add-ons. Nothing much there. Let's go back a notch. There we go. Oh, this lets you switch between the buildings you own, it looks like. So, for example, we're looking at the Guns N' Roses, our house, and then Rot and Sweat, our first business. So, let's put down a new business. Where do we want to put it down at? There was another village over here, right? I could swear that we're more zoomed in than we were before. Does it seem like that to you all? Have I, Oh, there we go. Oh, wow, what is this craziness? This is some kind of telescopic view? Fair enough. I don't think we quite want that one. Yes, someone's having an affair. Just go leave me alone and let me be sad in peace, please. Alright, let's zoom out here and see what other villages. Is everyone pretty much... We have the same opinion, right? Everywhere? I wonder if we're making... What are we selling at? We're selling up here. Right? That's the farmhouse. I can't quite see with the filter on. There's our farmhouse. What about our actual building? Does it not tell us that? I thought that was our building somewhere like over here. Well, goodness, now I'm just confused. There's one symbol. No, Rotten Sweat.
Home time?
Interesting. It says farmhouse here when I hover over Thendu, but there's our actual building, Rotten Sweat. So where are we at? This is the, it's the teal color. Okay, so we're in Lomianki. Are we in higher relations with anyone? Not particularly. This is telling us what kind of production values I think are here. How many guards are here, maybe? And I don't know, this seems like a piety, like maybe how much holiness is here? So we could look at setting up a market maybe across the river. We have one business here. Let's actually look across the river. Oh, hey, we've got a child. Wonderful, and I can think of no better name than Zill for our little child. It looks like we've got some stats from our parents. We do have better dexterity. Wunderbar, wonderful. So Thendu and Kat have a child. Zill, what can I do with the kid? Probably not a whole lot. So we'll just leave Zill. I assume he's going to be at home. Yeah, so he's home, chilling out. So let's drunkenly use the camera to move across the river. So here's another village, right? So what do we have here in this other village? We got a robber camp, a butchery, a market, a croft, a state farm, lots of roguish type buildings. So maybe we won't go over here too much, but what we could do is go ahead and put down another handicraft building over here, since that was a green option for us. Where's the market? Right here. Can I tuck in right against the market? Yeah. Perfect. Very, very little time to market here. Right out the door into the market. We could probably put one more down too, back on the same tile where our house is. On the same zone as our home, right? This is our farmhouse. There was a crude craftsman hut here, but if we want to branch out, this is what we got to do. Oh, that's right. We can't have another business. We can only own 2 businesses at a time based on... Where did my stat thing? Was it the ledger here? Where did you go? City records? No, no, no. I'll pull it up somewhere along the line. Idle characters. We haven't checked out this side here. Ooh, buildings being spied on? We don't have any buildings to spy on. So I think I can do... I think I have to open this up and then go to the statistics to look at... Yeah, so we have 2 out of 2 businesses here. Okay, so we'll wait for that second shop to open. I don't think I'm going to send Thendu over there much because they do have a lot of people, it looks like, that can possibly ambush you. So we won't do that as much. We'll just use this as another way, another market to sell goods at. So if we look at this market, for example, what are daggers selling? Daggers are selling at 22, so I don't know if this is global or not. This is 22 iron, 22 gold for an iron dagger. Over here, I'm pretty sure it's the same price. So what about right directly in Warsaw? Our building has finished. I'll take a look at that in just a second. There was the harbor market. I swear to, like, I believe that there was a different camera angle, and I must have done something weird. So maybe it's global. The market price for the dagger seems to be 22 everywhere right now. So there is a global balance. So let's go ahead and... Oh, nice. Is this our worker? Oh, this is some random person just bitch slapping each other. Oh, the action. It never ends. Edge of your seat action. Who's got this?
I'm busy.
Oh, robber. Yeah, so there are robbers right outside. Well, shoot. Is this one of our workers? Not yet. Okay. Let's go ahead and hire a new worker and a new employee, and we'll go ahead and automate both of them.
Good job.
So we're just going to let them do it. I like that you can... I mean, maybe it's too much automation. Like, it does feel like I've just basically put myself on cruise control, and wow, that was a hell of a right hand. So they just tried to get robbed, actually. Oh, also, you just see 196. They just bought themselves a cart. So it looks like that's how you do it. You buy a cart first, you assign it to a person, and then they have it for a while. So that makes sense as to why they're using carts, although they're going like door to door. I don't know if they need all that. But yeah, what I was mentioning before, it looks like a robber was set up here to ambush somebody on the road, and the person on the road kicked that person's ass. So good on you. Good job. I don't really see why there's not a reason to max out how many workers we have right off the bat. So let's go ahead and do add-ons, workers. I mean, this would seem like this is the best way to get the most production, right? We'll automate everybody and let them all go crazy. So yeah, so they're gonna be pumping out more daggers. We are like the dagger kings and queens of the city of Warsaw. Like if your parents had a dagger from Warsaw, it was made by us, for sure. I don't even know what our family is. Beeperson, the Booperson family. Maybe it says BS on it. I think that's going to be our engraving, our monogram on the iron daggers. That would make a lot of sense. So they are all still producing daggers, it seems like. We're still getting more money here. Again, we have not seen any reduction in the inventory of the other items, so I'm still really confused as to how we get people to buy from our store. Again, it might not be in the game just yet, so no big deal if it's not. I swear I was able to zoom out more. So we got 2 businesses. The next step for us to do, I think, is just to wait a minute. So what I might do is go ahead and speed the game up for a bit. And maybe we'll, you know what, when you come back, maybe Kat will be here, maybe she won't. Who knows? Whatever she wants to do with her cheating life. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with Zill and Thendu. I think I'm just going to wait for some money to get stored up. And then we're going to go up to Yeoman and go to the next level of Handicraft. So I'll be back here in just a little bit. Okay, a quick pause back here. We are going to go ahead and grab the Yeoman title, and I'm curious to see if that does anything different. Citizen, by the way. Oh, hey. This is kind of cool. It actually explains each title as you go. So, if we look over Yeoman, it says generally own their own plot of land and pay taxes to the lords. They are not bound to carry out forced labor. The residents reside in a city and cultivate the lands owned by the city for the ruling classes. Unlocks... Oh, this is kind of cool. Each title looks like we unlock certain actions. So, as becoming a commoner, we were able to donate to the church, distract a guard, drive your workers. Yeoman will let us ask a favor and own one more business. Resident will let us do what? One more business, bribe an office holder. Release the fleas, apparently. Oh, Citizen actually is where we want to go, because you can see right away we're able to send someone to school. Oh, wow. Maybe the things that I thought were not in the game yet, they're actually just restricted based on your level. So, form an alliance, dynastic trade. We can own a citizen house. We can have another business. Find evidence against other groups. This is really cool. Oh, here we go. Look at the very bottom of the description. It says, the city smells of freedom. Once you have obtained this title, you can apply for municipal office, and you will also be allowed to acquire some powerful skills. So really, citizen is what we're aiming for. I don't know if poor Zill is going... Oh, you know what? He's only 0. He's a little tiny baby. So by the time he becomes an adult, we should be at the... Or not adult, but old enough to go to school. Hopefully we'll have enough money saved up to become a citizen. So, okay, cool. I'm really excited. This does indicate that the game has a lot more depth than I thought. Let's go ahead and grab the Yeoman title. We've made a ton of money lately, by the way, because we were just cranking out all these goods. So let's go ahead and upgrade to Handicraft 2. So from here, we're going to have to be a bit careful. I could go ahead and grab one of the trees. So for example, I can grab Metalworking 1. So we're able to make iron bracers, nails, silver chain, and we can build a foundry. If we do that, we'll probably have to save up some money anyways in order to build that foundry. What I could do instead though, because at this point I believe we still have the ability to make one more building here, right? We have 2 out of 3 businesses. So instead of doing a foundry, I could in theory put down one more crafty, crude craftsman hut, just to keep grinding out those goods. Ooh, hey, we're changing our options here. We're able to build carrying bags. Oh, wow. Well, that's fascinating. What does a carrying bag require? Oh, our automation went a little bit wonky here. So we just grabbed cloth and leather. So we're completely changing up our production right now, because carrying bags, it looks like, sell for a ton more. Well, that's pretty cool. It requires fittings, leather, cloth. So that's why we're making more fittings. Well, that's exciting. Okay, so we've automatically changed what we're actually trying to sell. Let's pull off the daggers off the shelves here. Oh, I didn't like that at all. That's fine. That is fine. I don't think we're really selling anything at the front store anyways, unless it's, you know, restricted based on your what would you call it? Your opinions. We need more. Why aren't you guys working on this? Cloth, leather. It needs 2 cloth, 1 leather, 1 fitting. We have enough for you guys to work on this right now.
I'm ready to roll.
Oh, they're not even at work. It's nighttime. Okay, perfect. I'm slow. Okay, so it is 3 in the morning. I can't really expect my workers to work at 3 in the morning. I mean, I can. You know what? I think I'm just going to be single for life. It's like the 3rd separate person. You're fired from being... Can I get a divorce?
I'm busy.
Can I get a divorce? I ask a favor. Embark on a liaison. Really? There's no way to actually make to get a divorce? I know it was a lot harder back in the day, of course, through the church, I believe. Unless you were a noble, of course, you could just like pay the church money and boom, you're good. Yeah, much harder to get a divorce. You know what? Whatever. She is probably living a life that's pretty freaking rough anyway, so we'll let her do her own thing. Because being a woman in the 13th century, 14th century, not exactly the easiest thing in the world. So, she gets to do what she wants. We're going to keep pumping out these awesome handbags. In fact, we're a little bit close to storage limits. Let's go ahead and grab more storage slots for the back office. I think that should help out maybe a smidge. Are we, like, rolling in the dough? Oh, God, we're broke. We're super broke. He's got one of our leather satchels, so he's going to start pumping those out. We are about to start mass-producing them, though. I think this should even out over time, but I imagine the other shops are doing the same thing. Yeah, so much effort, little reward is doing the exact same thing. So what I'm going to do with this new knowledge... Wait. I don't like you. Okay. The Zirawa family does not like us anymore. They just popped out from behind a tree and said, we don't like you. That's awesome. Is this them? Yeah, here we go. But they're supposed to be super diplomatic to us. We'll have to probably wait until we get ourselves the citizen level, and then we can start chatting with our good friends and maybe try to make amends with that family. Alright, so what else do we got going on? Nothing spied on. Yeah, I think at this point we're just going to be waiting for the money to roll in. So let's go ahead and speed things back up again. And we'll keep you here, and we'll just enjoy some relaxing sales. Quick note, it looks like, unfortunately, whatever group this is the Labocas. Labocas both have a carpentry shop and a foundry coming up, so that's not a great sign for us, because that means we're a little bit behind the curve, and by a little bit I mean a lot. So if we... Ooh, can I get a divorce right here? Not quite. Oh, hey, we can appoint my heir. Well, you are... No, I don't want Cat. I guess they have to be of age for you to do that. So, if we can look at the score screen, where was that dynasty thing at? There was some kind of a victory screen. Point heir, skill tree, budget book. Where did that disappear to? I could have sworn there was something. I probably just missed it. Here's the families. Thendu has achieved level 4. Awesome. Well done, Thendu. Quest book. Oh, you know what? I think it was in the details thing, right? If I click on here and I go to statistics, it's under the winning points thing. So if I add in that purple family, yeah, you can see that they're actually starting to spike upwards. And I don't know if this is how many buildings they own, if it's measured in gold. I honestly have no idea. Hey, but at least we're doing a little bit better than some other groups are, right? It just seems like, actually, we're doing a lot better than most of them are. It's just that this particular other family, the Labocas, are doing really well, really good as well. So, oh, the best 5. We can just click on that. So we're the second best family in the game right now, which isn't bad. The only problem is that our competitors are kind of putting out the same stuff we are. They're making a carpentry shop and a foundry. We'll probably have to hit the types of zones that they're not in, or alternatively, we save up our money and try to rush into the city and become the first people. Although, if the market prices are all the same, I don't know if that matters whether or not you're making your goods in the city versus outside of it, right? I guess we'll have to just see what happens. So, we've got enough money, I believe. Let's go back to our skill tree. I can go ahead and unlock one of these 2 buildings, and I think I'll go ahead and do the foundry first, the metalworking. Mostly because I want to see what happens here. And I'm asking this because I want to see if we can upgrade our building or if we're going to have... Oh, look, someone's having an affair. Go freaking figure. Cordian Labocas, it feels like we're neglecting him. Okay. You are a different family, my friend. So, add-ons, sell building, destroy. I don't see an upgrade. Oh, here it is, upgrade. maybe this has to be the same base. And it would kind of make sense, right? The physical footprint of our building is much smaller than the new building. So if you saw how we've got different levels of foundries here. So like foundry, blacksmith, smithy, and nothing else from there. So this would probably be a vertical upgrade. So we could upgrade from a foundry to a blacksmith, but we probably can't do that from a crappy craftsman's hut to something brand new. So that makes sense. Let's look at the pricing. So if we were to put down a brand new smithy, oh, we could afford it. It's only 1,000 gold. Can be built in the city. Ooh, and the village. So Nail Studio. No, we're going to call this... oh, crap. Hang on. We'll get something here. Let's do... What's hammer in German? No, Google Plus. I don't want to ask you a question. It's probably gonna be like no, it is. It's literally Der Hammer, right? I haven't even looked it up yet. I want to. It sounds something cool, right? What's Polish maybe? Mlot? That sounds pretty cool. I can't make the fancy symbol, but we're gonna do this, like the mlot, the hammer. So we can build in the city apparently. There we go. So we actually now have the option to do that, and it told us right in the build menu. So it tells us that, where did that go? Here's the symbol. You can build it in the village, or these are the ones that you can build in the city. This one, apparently, the blacksmith and the smithy can only be built in the city. Must be built in the city. So, super excited for that. Let's put the mlot back up there. Mlot. And we will, what? We want to probably be relatively close to the market. So let's go ahead and put our new smithy down. Let's make like a row of our buildings. Let's plan to have like here, here. We've got a lot of space, right? And on both sides of the road. This is going to be Booperson Corner, is what we're going to have this. Okay, so our first big foundry is coming up. Let's grab Thendu and have him come over here. It's pretty exciting. We're probably going to have to spend a lot of money up front getting this stocked up, but I'm assuming and hoping that we're going to get lots of goodies coming in, lots of money coming in from the new things that we're producing.